DJ all the way. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back David Johnson, fresh off 100 yards on the ground a week ago, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his 8th season now in the league, Russell Wilson.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny when we talked to him. All he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Throwing is Wilson, and his first look is incomplete. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called. Fire out and smack people.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Lucky.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Back deep is DJ Chark. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Dancing to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You can't block me.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 of the league in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. But he breaks through another tackle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Terrence Williams His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20 because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Murray buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, Murray. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards the pickup there.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. They'll run here with Edwards. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Gus Edwards, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them? I
don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now let's look at David Johnson. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Murray now on first down. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Here's Murray from midfield. Flush to his right. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run them.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver. Receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 10.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Check pass. Check pass. SOS.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Wilson. That one's going to be complete to David Moore. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. To throw again is Wilson. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So we've hit halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray gets this one to Isabella. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, third fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Murray. The open man is Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Murray now. Murray fighting. Lost the football. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Wilson now to throw again. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Wilson now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On third down, Wilson shakes off the sack. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Taco Charlton drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So that'll back them up 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. 7 yards on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again here, Wilson. Caught left side, Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Murray. Smith catches left side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. On 1st down, Carson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. Third down here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now,
rush coming, and he's taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Screenplay, Johnson. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack on first down, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting.